I think this is it.
Let's do it.
Welcome everybody to our very first X-Wing Hotbit interview. Everybody who gets the reference, the Hotbit reference, talk to me like online or whatever, and I'm gonna buy you a drink or something, and like, we'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here in Stockport at the STO. Deck Open, which is going on right now. Right now, back there are the
six rounds.
Yeah,
they're trying to narrow cut down to 16.
Yeah, the play-in rounds, because they are doing a graduated cut. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
So all people with they have a top 16 cut, and all the people who are for at least X and 1 are in contention, and they like the bottom 4 of those people are playing in.
Yeah.
So two matches are going on.
Last year, a child came 17th.
A
child, like 12 or something. And they're like, oh, sorry, you're not in cut. And everyone was really upset. So they said, this year, everyone who's 4-1 can have a chance to make cut. All for this child who's not here.
What the hell? Oh, and this
thank you. My fee.
Yeah. This is an adult thing, so we are you are allowed to swear, and we are drinking,
okay.
So everything's will be fine. Yeah.
Cheers.
Great to have you. Okay, so the way, or not the way. The reason why I started this whole thing was I kind of tried to promote Team X-Wing in Germany. So that's why everything, like at least the opening, is going to be a little bit captain related.
Okay.
I think, were you the captain of Team Yorkshire?
Yorkshire. So Yorkshire is a big county in the north of England.
And you were in Belgium. You were the captain of those.
Yeah. So Ollie Pocknell, the captain of England, said, "Do you want to captain up like a second England team?" I said yes, and then I decided everybody would be from my home county of Yorkshire.
Nice.
We've got like some big groups, so cities you'll have never heard of, like Sheffield and Leeds and York.
I think some people heard of those.
You think?
I've heard of Sheffield before.
Okay, fine.
So, and York and Leeds, obviously.
Yeah,
like
sure.
Leeds United, isn't that like a football, like a hooligan thing?
Dirty Leeds, yeah. yeah. Okay, so Yorkshire's like one of the bigger counties. If you watch Game of Thrones, Winterfell is basically Sheffield.
Really?
Yeah. Ned Stark is from Sheffield, the actor, Sean Bean.
Ah, okay.
He's like the patron saint of Sheffield.
Oh, really?
And Winterfell is exactly in the Westeros where Sheffield is to like Hadrian's Wall and stuff.
Ah!
It's like all the tie-ins.
Oh my god,
yeah.
really?
Okay.
I didn't realize. Oh, nice.
And it's big and unruly, and there's wolves. No.
There's wolves?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. So you are the captain of this random team somewhere where, like, one of 3 teams. You were 3 teams?
3 teams, yeah. We had a lot of interest. And because they relaxed the format from XGC, where it's 1 team per country, for this in-person World Team Championship, they said you can take as many as you want.
Yeah.
So the people who didn't make the A team ended up on a 3rd team, I guess.
On a B team and then A team. There was a 2nd team. Like the Dutch were very sad about it.
A and 1.
No, yeah, A and 1 or 2 and B or something like that.
Something very diplomatic.
Yeah. That was.
We had a very naff England Rose, England Lions, and then Yorkshire.
With the whole like internal struggle with like
embarrassing.
The same we have in Germany with Dortmund and Schalke, and rivalries basically.
Yes.
Okay, so you became the captain because were there a lot of people who contested, like who tried to challenge you on that position, or was it just something that naturally happened?
I don't think so. Ollie asked me to do it. I guess I've grown our local club, so just as like by default, I've grown the club in Sheffield.
So you're the Sheffield community leader.
The kind
you are actually the other earlier. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before. Somebody said that you are the Sheffield community. Like you are Sheffield.
I post a bit of clickbait online to get people to engage. We are the world's most successful squadron, and people like to contest that at times. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue with facts, right?
Can't you? Like why? Why are you? Why would you consider yourself to be the most successful squadron? I mean, you didn't win the WGC because
We were the highest ranked England team.
yeah, but you got beaten by which country? I think it was Germany for something. Like we beat all you British guys.
Yeah,
That felt good.
I can imagine. Scotland won though, right?
Yeah, that one.
Somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I want to talk to Rory about that. Like maybe probably tomorrow because
Yeah, yeah.
I'm probably going to be too drunk. But
One of the unique things about Scotland is they actually had a coach.
oh
They're the
yeah,
only team with a
at
coach.
Holmes, right? Wasn't it?
Ed, yeah.
Yeah, it was
So,
crazy.
and fair play to Ed Holmes. I think he likened himself to Jurgen Klopp after the WTC, which fair enough, he's won it. But yeah, I think having that coach, that's something we're exploring for this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very fun role, I imagine. You travel to Belgium, you pay all this money, you turn up, you don't play, you sit in a sweaty aircraft hangar.
But I mean, you can just like be around and have fun with the guys. So I mean, without without the hassle of having to play. So
I found it very difficult to jump from doing the pairings into my game.
Oh yeah, really?
You had like 10 minutes to do pairings.
Oh yeah.
So you do your pairings, you think like you try not to throw anybody under the bus, you're not trying to just give yourself the best matchup, and then you jump into your game. And you're like trying to be like, give me this one that's not great, so sorry, but I need you to win this one. Also, I'm trying to concentrate on my game, and it was hard going back and forth. 5 games a day.
But did Ed do the pairings?
Ed did the pairings.
Oh, okay.
And then made sure that they all had like drinks and whatever else. So, if people were like getting frustrated or tilting a bit, calm them down.
Yeah, well, actually, in our like we formed up some German team. I think right now we're up to 14s, and in our team it started like because of Jonas, he's expecting a child, so it's not 100% certain that he could come. But right now we are 6 people, so I'm kind of like, yeah, I might as well just do the ad job because like, just be around and make sure everybody's comfortable.
Sure, yeah.
Without,
I don't think I'd appreciated the importance of it.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people don't.
I'm not for a second saying that's why Scotland won, but it's something that we're trying to emulate now.
Yeah,
we want a coach to come with us. How you get somebody to agree to that, I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, so you're the captain of Yorkshire.
Yes,
that's well established.
Yes,
but we talked some time ago about because there was some controversy about the about Ollie and the English team captain post.
Yeah, sure.
And I think you had some kind of opinion about that. And basically, the basic question I wanted to ask you is because we when we were in this whole team forming process, I think I read it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, something like that. Like, yeah, I want to play, but I don't really want to be the captain because like it's a lot of pressure. You have to know you have to know the pairings, and I mean, you have to know your way around. Basically.
Yeah, sure.
And I mean, in our team we were very lucky because Illy played XCC for a few years, and even though it's like super weird because he's like this 20-year-old skinny dude from Bavaria, from
he does
Munich.
it, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's just like we talked earlier. I'm 34, and I'm always just like, yeah, dude, I trust you.
Just go.
Don't worry.
Go do your thing.
Do your thing. Like no grudges. Throw me under the bus. Like we know you're doing a good job. So, what do you like? I think it's like one or 2 part question. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think? A good captain, like what qualities does a good captain have to have, and where would you think you would be the best? Like you would be the best captain for Team England?
I mean, putting the spotlight over here. I think the first thing to establish is what Ollie's done for not just X-Wing in the UK, X-Wing as a whole, the forever champion, right?
Yeah.
The pre-COVID champion, and Ollie was a great face of X-Wing, and is still. He's been here at STO today, not playing, but just commentating, being a great guy, been around.
Yeah, he's very lovely, like very nice to be around.
Yeah.
I got to know him in Belgium, like last year. Yeah, it was nice.
And the sort of ethos of the England team that he created, he's the backbone of the England team.
But why? Is it just being the best player that makes you like that kind
That
of makes you a captain?
certainly helps. What I always admired about Ollie was the amount of work he put in around it.
Oh yeah, the spreadsheets.
The one-to-one trade, yeah, the spreadsheets. But just the one-to-one. Having a game with Ollie is even now. It's like, oh my god, this is Ollie, and it's like I want to do well. I want to impress him
Yeah.
effectively, and get as you're saying, as you get older, you feel that less. There's less people you want to impress. You care less,
Yeah.
or you're more comfortable in your own skin, and you don't necessarily want to try and impress others. But there's Ollie holds a certain gravitas, and there's certain appeal, and it's like, you know, Ollie for me was the first world champion that I knew, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, it's he did amazing work.
Yeah, and it's obviously very impressive.
Yeah, hugely.
Like the what he did.
I think it's no secret that he's fallen out of love with X-Wing. The changes and whatever else, and to an extent, he's completed it, right?
He what?
He's completed it. Like he's
he's done everything.
Won the world championship. He's won everything. He's like it certainly ran its course for him. So he was looking to hand the reins over.
So what does it take to pick up the reins, basically?
It's difficult to say, isn't it? So I guess each country has their own process of how they pick their team.
Mm-hmm.
It was all Ollie was very much the figurehead, and it was all done almost behind closed doors. I know some countries will have a tournament. America very famously had a huge tournament, which ultimately led to more infighting. But that's one way of doing it. It was all very much Ollie. Tim was his co-captain.
His hand of the king.
Hand of the king. Tim King, hand of the king.
Oh well, I guess.
Yeah. I think a lot of it was passed on to Tim for this year.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to badmouth Ollie at all, and I'm not going to. I think he'd partially passed some of it on to Tim, but also wanted to keep control of it a little bit himself. Mm-hmm. And there was perhaps a little bit of lack of clarity of who was doing what.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why it was a little bit like uncertain.
We announced the team very late, and yeah, it was. Previously, it's been Ollie's primary focus and passion.
Yeah.
And work's another factor. He's got a lot going on, and I don't think it's any secret that XCC this year wasn't his primary focus.
Oh yeah. I kind of heard about that. Like, yeah, the whole thing. Like, I mean, I'm obviously in the German community, so I think I heard about it from you. So is it like? Was it that he doesn't like the game anymore, or he doesn't care about the game anymore, or he has different stuff? Like, you don't have to go into too much detail about it, but because I think maybe I'm going to talk to him tomorrow about this as well. But
I'm not trying to hide any opinion here. Ollie's fallen out of love with the game, and
which is an okay thing because all the changes are very controversial, and it's like. It's a reasonable thing to just like.
The game's not what it was.
I personally don't like the standard loadouts and basically the way the game is going.
So for sure,
it's an okay thing.
It's changed. It's different, and I mean, Ollie has now stepped down. He's going to hand the reins over. I believe Tim is in line to take it over. I would very much like that role, but Tim's put the work in for years now, and. That's how I believe it will proceed. If we have a game post Worlds,
But I mean, what would you like? Imagine like if there was like I don't know, like some way of another way of succession except for Ollie grooming Tim to be his successor. Mm-hmm. What would you say? What would you think? Like, why would you think you are a proper fit for that role? Like, what qualities?
What qualities would I have for the role?
No, you in this specific case, or like a captain in general. Sure. Like, that's like the point,
Yeah, I mean, I think a character has to be on it. It has to be across the board aware of everything. I think knowing your players is hugely important.
Yeah.
I think having somebody to tell you no is very good.
Who's telling you no? Like a player?
Kez tells me no all the time. I'll come up with something.
Oh, as in because Kester Smith for those people who don't know, as in he's one of your teammates.
Yeah, so Kez,
or one of your players. As in when you are considered the captain.
For Team Yorkshire, Kez is there. Kez got me into X-Wing. He mentored me. He's my Master Yoda, effectively. He's also very dry, as people will know.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't beat around the bush. So if you have some grand idea of how you'll do something, he will tell you no. No, because of this.
It doesn't work because ABC.
Yeah. And having that grounding effect, having him pulling me back and saying, no, you can't do that because of this, or no, you can't do that because it's just dumb, is, for me, really important. I think Aurelian just made top 16.
Aurelian from the French team captain just made cut for tomorrow against. Do you know who he played?
I don't know. No. But
didn't he play Liam?
No. He's there. So
but it wasn't just 2 games. Anyway,
let's
keep going.
So what makes captain? I guess in my professional life, I've managed a team. I used to be a nurse for a long time.
Nurse, as in a nurse, yeah.
A nurse, yeah,
makes sense.
And then a senior nurse, and just managing a ward, a unit, lots of people. Okay. You got all these management classes and things, and
this is like the part I really enjoy when I talk to people like you, because it's we always just keep yapping about X-Wing. I got died there. Direct hit here. Blah, blah, blah. So I wouldn't expected you to be a nurse,
No, it's a non-traditional fit.
It's not very. I guess I wouldn't have expected you to be that, but I'm not surprised. Anyway,
I guess
because it's actually I know. Oh, his hand is here.
Okay.
Actually, we're gonna go a little back because I think last year at the STO you were for those people who don't know, Dan can seem a little bit reserved, I guess.
Okay.
And actually, you had a weird way of rolling your dice and I kind of really hated you for that. And I thought,
really?
Yeah, I thought you were like.
This is a thing that.
What a fucking retard, man!
Is it that bad?
I'm very good at holding grudges.
I'm getting that.
Yeah. I love to, anyway,
roll my dice like a retard.
Yeah, to prejudice people.
Okay.
But we played in Belgium, and we met afterwards, and we had a great time. I'm really great. Like, I always love these situations where where my view of somebody is like totally changed by 100%, like 180.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'm
here, right? I'm no longer the dice rolling retard. That's really hit a nerve. In our local club, there's this whole thing called the Dan roll, where I'm not aware of it.
Yes,
you know when someone's walking and you say you walk weird, and then you have to think about how you're walking, and then you end up walking more weird.
Yes, I kind of I think
I just roll the fucking dice. I don't know what I do. But
I mean, it looks a little. Sometimes it might look a bit silly.
I'm going to think about this every dice roll now.
I want you to be very self-aware when you're rolling dice.
It's working.
Anyway,
the Dan roll is 3 crits or 3 evades, and it's it's a Dan roll. Yeah,
but looking stupid rolling 3 hits and 3 evades and crits. Anyway, that's not where we're going.
I'll roll dice at the end, and you can film it. And
Anyway, we love Dan, and actually, I always consider you to be Jonas's love interest. Because of last year, where you kind of dumpstered him, and then kind of didn't kind of openly recognize him somewhere. I think you played because you played in Holland.
In the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, and then you you didn't really recognize him here, I think. And he was like, "Oh man, and we played, and he didn't even say hello." And it's like, "Oh my, what the hell? What?"
I'm really fond of Jonas, and
I know. We know that
a
by
little
now.
secret here is I've looked for him on Facebook and I've looked for him on Discord and I couldn't find him.
Yeah, he doesn't have any
Too cool.
Yeah. He's he's very keen about his data and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He beat me 20-0.
Yeah, that was the one when it
DTC.
turned, because then Dan said, because Jonas put his rack or his oiki, one of his decimators on a rock last year, and
I nailed him. Yeah.
you nailed him, and then Dan was like, "Oh, are you gonna put your decimator on the rock again?" And Jonas didn't. But what happened that game?
It was salvage. He had two decimators and 3 ties. I fell for Death Troopers as everybody does.
What was the final score? Because I can't quite remember.
It was 20-0 to Jonas. I will now no longer forget him.
Oh,
It's unforgettable.
great. And that's why we play international X-Wing.
Yeah.
For these relations. It's awesome. Okay. Great.
Okay.
I think we derailed a bit about the whole captain thing.
So I don't know. You're going to pull it back to your captain say.
Yeah. Just finish by what does it make you? What does it take? Why are you a good captain? Short answers.
Why am I a good captain? I tell people honestly what they need to hear. There's no sugarcoating.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
If you're underperforming, you need to know.
Yeah.
If the game is important, then you need to know. If it's 2-2 and your game's playing and you need to win, I'm not going to keep the pressure off. I'm going to tell you need to win this game.
Yeah.
And
people have to step up.
You need to step up.
Yeah.
No pussyfooting around.
I don't know how it was in your team last year, but I think in our team, in Team Germany, everybody always at some point, everyone had this moment where they stepped up, and that's the beauty of Team X-Wing.
Yeah.
For what from my point of view, because I had this situation where I won on the last round when it was 2-2 against I played Andy Cameron. It was Ollie's. I think it was Ollie's team.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details, but you know the situation.
Yeah.
These situations.
Team X-Wing's fantastic, and you're not just playing for yourself. You're playing for your team, and if you can win for yourself, that's great. If you win for your team of 5 or 7 or 3, however many, the stakes are higher. Yeah. The wins are sweeter, the losses are more bitter, but it's just it's all amplified.
I always tell people, for example, in a team of 5, it's 5 times more fun to win.
Yeah,
but it's just 1/5 more bitter to lose, because you lose as a team. It's not just your fault. It's the other guy's fault.
Sure,
as well.
it's at least 3 of you that have lost.
Yeah. So that's why I don't know. That's kind of how I always thought about it, and then tried to promote it, and because it's basically it's way more fun.
Yeah,
but it's way less worse.
I think remembering it is for fun. When you're 2-2 and you lose, and your team loses because of you. Man, that sucks.
No, but I mean it sucks. But I mean, at least in our team, it's always the whole basically people swept in to pick up the guy who lost.
Oh yeah,
don't worry about it.
Having what would normally be your rivals on your team is good.
Yeah.
It's you're all pulling in the same direction rather than fighting against each other.
Yeah,
which is really nice.
Okay. I'm not too sure if we nailed the whole captain thing, but that's why I'm going to do more interviews like this.
Sure.
So just quick about the STO.
Yes.
How did you do?
I went 3-2 today.
3-2.
I went 3-0 and I was feeling pretty good. I lost to Corrington and I lost to my teammate, Tom Beale.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? It was a very tight game.
Oh, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I
mean, nobody's going to watch this anyways.
They are. I'm sure you'll get dozens of views.
Yeah, probably. Maybe we're going to crack 100.
Maybe maybe go viral.
But okay, so what did you fly?
Until Wednesday just gone, so we're Saturday now. I was on 5-ship resistance.
Yeah, reasonable.
Hello, Zori, Doza, Temin,
Fuck them.
Jess.
Yeah, okay.
And then Battle of Endor. They confirmed it was legal. Han's still great.
How? Oh yeah, I was actually because we talked about it earlier, and you said you're gonna play Han. So how did you equip him now? Like how do you equip him now?
Han, Bistan, Ursa Ren.
Oh,
So even Errata Ursa, I think we're in a very lock heavy meta.
Mm-hmm.
And that lets Han take a lock back on you.
Oh yeah.
So you've lost Perceptive Co-Pilot, you've lost Trick Shot.
Yeah.
So Han, Bistan, Ursa, Chopper, and the title.
So it's more pointed towards one super modded ultra shot.
No. 2 shots.
Yeah. One super good shot.
Yeah.
And one like
You have to
Han-ish shot.
You got to think a bit harder about your first shot that you care less about, because you're not going to spend that focus.
Yeah.
And then your second shot's the one you want.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Battle of Endor Wedge. He's amazing.
Oh yeah.
He's so good.
I really don't like this whole like. Basically, somebody said I don't know where I heard it, but it's basically I think the way they designed it, they talked to somebody. So, what do you want?
Yeah.
Pick all the stuff. Pick all the toys.
X-Wing Wedge always dies. Let's give him a focus after his attack.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like,
and by the way, and then he's gonna do a double modded 5 dice banger. Yeah. So what the fuck? Like, okay, have you played that? So you are. I mean,
it's pretty great. I've never flown standard loadout until now. I really I dislike standard loadout. But
I've never played that as well.
Today I've got 3.
Oh.
Wedge, Battle of Yavin Luke, and
you're scum.
Battle of Endor Gemma, Sergeant, the unkillable A-Wing.
Is it? Yeah, is she really that unkillable?
No, nobody's halved her today.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not worth shooting.
It's just not worth it. Yeah.
Not worth 3 points. Not worth the effort.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
It's been a good day.
Nice, yeah. I hope you had fun and nice games.
I had
you obviously you won a lot, so that's fun. Like I didn't do so well, but I had great games.
Yeah.
So what's the other thing about you? This is like the one question. Like actually, I told Dan about it before because I asked Jonas and Ben and people because I came up. I posted in the German community that I'm going to do this like interview series. If they had like some things they would want to know.
Yeah.
And something was like, what are the people playing or what? Basically, not X related.
Yeah.
So. What's the other thing about you that's strictly not X-Men related? This is like basically the conglomerate of the like. This is the one question.
This is the sign up. It's a really difficult question, isn't it? Because normally when you're with other people, the other thing is, oh, I play X-Wing and I like travel around Europe and I'm going to X-Wing is the other thing. So I actually text my wife about this and like, what should I say?
What's the other thing about you?
The other thing about me. I didn't come up with an answer. I'm sorry to say.
Really? No.
I was going to talk about like my work and like my wife and my little boy who's just started playing ping pong, and that's lovely. And,
how old is your son?
Nearly 3.
Oh, lovely. I have a godson.
Okay.
Who's about that age.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's obviously not my son, but it's like I kind of get the picture. So lovely.
So just like being a family man.
I mean, how old are you anyway?
How old am I?
Yeah.
37. 37, balding.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm 34. He's 37. Like, yeah.
Look at you.
Does make sense.
24. This is awful.
Yeah, I just made my license the other day, so.
And you get ID'd when you try to
and I can
buy
actually,
beer.
when I go to Worlds, I'm actually allowed to drink.
What do you mean?
Like, I just turned 21. Okay, so but you have a wife and you have a son, and actually that's a great thing.
It's nice, yeah. Here it is. I'm as close to a stay-at-home dad as possible.
Oh really?
Okay. So my wife's a doctor. So when we had our boy,
what's a not profession but
gynecologist.
Okay.
Fanny doctor. Brats and twats.
Well, okay.
So she went back to work, and I now I work 3 days a week. I do as little as possible, and I hang out with my boy.
Oh,
We have a great
I mean,
time.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Oh my
like
God.
the real flex is not working rather than working and earning.
Actually, my girlfriend is she's a DJ, like kind of up and coming.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to her, like being like rich and famous, and
Yeah.
so that I can be like
Right, yeah.
just sit home
Kept man.
and I don't know, like Hoover and do the dishes, and I
That's
don't
the
know.
reality.
If we get a child, I don't know, take care about them. Like
Yeah.
that's fine too, I guess.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
yeah, that's lovely, but
Mm.
yeah, man, it's great.
Cool.
It's great to get like it's really great to kind of gotten to know you a little better.
Yeah,
Because,
it's good. We're gonna go for curry, right?
a curry, yeah, and a beer and
And a
like
beer
some
and
drinks and
everything
everything.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time. Thanks for doing this pilot project
Thank you
thingy.
for having me on. I'm surprised. I was surprised when you asked me.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because Team Yorkshire is very small. Like
Yeah, but
nobody
I'm from
cares.
Germany. Like I don't care how small you. Like I don't know how small you are or how
Sure. Okay. No,
insignificant
yeah.
or whatever. You know?
We are the world's most successful
Yeah,
squadron.
yeah.
There you go.
Actually, you are.
Official.
Are you? Do you actually know how Tom?
No, but I've just
act-
seen they've stopped streaming.
Yo, okay. So in the background, yeah, Tom Veal, dance
Boy,
boy, yeah, dance boy.
he does call me dad.
No, that's okay.
Mm.
You
I I
actually,
I look
since
after
you're
him.
only 37, I wouldn't.
He's only like
You know,
23, despite the fact that he looks like he's 40 years old.
yeah,
That enormous dingus is 23.
ridiculous. Anyway, so he probably won or lost. On the other stream, there was producer Seth Decker Tim, playing against Mike Upton.
That's a friendly fire as well. They're both they're both from
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, to be honest, I'm like pretty close to Mike, so
Yeah.
he's a little bit of an honorary Berliner,
Is he?
like you are.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like me.
Yeah. So
Okay. That's
we're
a privilege.
I don't want to throw any shade towards Tim or anything, but hopefully Mike made it. Yeah. Anything you want to like? Any like last shout outs or anything?
I feel like I've banged on about still skating enough. No, we're really looking forward. Hopefully, Belgium will happen again this year.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We're going to Worlds. I worry about a big drop off after Worlds.
Oh yeah, very likely.
At the minute, everything is focused on Worlds. It's going to happen, and then
Nothing after that.
possibly
Yeah.
it's a shame.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to meet you guys at Worlds because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to New York the week before
Yes.
and gonna be in Schaumburg from the Wednesday and then in Chicago directly like a little bit afterwards.
We're specifically not staying in Schaumburg.
Yeah. I think you told me that. Yeah, because
it's 30 miles out of
because
Chicago.
you can afford a rental car.
It's America. They're cheap.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually haven't realized.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming.
All right.
That's-
Nice one.
Next time we're gonna meet at Worlds, and after that we're gonna meet in Berlin.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm coming.
So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully, maybe like the dozens of 25-ish, maybe. Hopefully, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe there was something you can take out of it. Because everything is still team related. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do more of these interviews. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.